You know what it's time for? You know what it's time for? It's time to give me a break. I've done it for about, I don't know, I've done it years. So what the hell that matters? I'm fired up. I'm fired up and back. So let's get started with today's topic. Buses. Not city buses, school buses. We'll get to the city buses in a future episode. But for now, I want to talk about school buses. Not the origin, not the history of school buses. This is way different. I'm talking about kids who, the kind of people you see on the bus, besides bus drivers and all that stuff. I'm talking about what you see. So what do you see? Well, you see a bus driver, you see all kinds of equipment. What kinds of people do you see? You expect to see? Well, you expect to see stuff like this. Today's episode, we're focusing on two videos that explain the situation. One is from 2013, and this one was from May of last year. We'll get to those in a little bit. But for now, this is how stuff you expect to see. People with their phones out having, I'll show you, having their music up blaring loud like music burning like this. Like that, blaring the music. And what does the bus driver do? Well, the bus driver tells them to turn it down later, or he's usually going to turn it off. But the students don't want to listen to the bus driver. That's the one. That's the we're going to focus on today. That is what's from last year, May of last year. So, to give you an idea, some of you may have seen the video. Some of you may have commented about this. It may have been on the news. But what had happened was, here's what happened before this got recorded. So you may have seen it before, maybe by the description, but if you haven't seen it before, please take a look at it. The bus driver was playing music, and then some of the kids in the back were singing along to the music. She got mad. She got a little mad that they were singing. She asked the kids to stop singing. They were all kind of confused, and we were a little shocked. They didn't stop singing because it's the end of the year. And we were all pretty hyped and happy. So then she turned off the radio completely. The kids were mad at the point. One of them took his phone out. The kid yelling at was the bus driver. And started playing music out loud for everyone to hear because, of course, well, the bus driver took off the radio. So then, a minute later, the bus driver says, "Drop his phone completely or put headphones in." She said that she wanted the bus, she wanted to. So he turned his phone on almost completely silent, but to the point where she can't even hear the music. Then she proceeds to say, "Knock me out completely off her headphones." Then he whips out his phone. So the rest of the video was history. So first of all, let me tell you this. You're not supposed to have your phone out on the bus. It can be distracting to all the students who are riding the bus and to the bus driver. If someone's calling you, turn off the phone. Okay, if someone's calling you, you better tell them, say, "I can't talk right now, I'm on the bus." If the teacher doesn't tell you to put your phone away, then put your phone away. I listen to music on my phone, and my bus driver didn't have a problem with me. So during this video, he proceeds to they decided that the bus driver decided to take him back to the school, and then he proceeds to yell. And one of the girls in the bus driver said, "I have work to go to." And then this kid with the hat, he's all like, "Heck this school, heck your job, heck everyone." That's the place in the F word. I can't cuss. I'm not going to. So that's probably the end of the video. They go back to the school. He gets dropped off, and we don't know what happens. Now let's go back to May of 2013, which was 4 years ago. How did this whole thing start? Well, the whole thing started when he gave his friend a hug who was having a down day, and he flipped out. Y'all might be thinking, who flipped out here, the bus driver or the kid who gave him a hug? Well, it was the kid who gave the student a hug. You may see my other episode where it talks about PDA. PDA is not allowed anywhere, but I haven't mentioned this on the bus. PDA is not allowed on the bus. Period. Touching, anything but touching, you just gotta shake their hands. But then the bus driver tends to tell him to move to his seat, and then what he does, he just goes off on a rampage saying how she's a bitch, and this and that, how the bus driver's a bitch, this and that. Tells him to tell the PA how much of a B you are. So basically, the lesson of this video is no PDA anywhere. That's basically that. So those are the two videos that we're going to focus on today. But it's 4:31 here on a Monday afternoon. We still got plenty more coming up to do. So coming up in just a moment, we're going to focus on the principal's office show. Some of the reasons they go to the principal's office for. And later on, I'll share with you my funniest moment from the show. Stay with us. We'll be right back. So you may have heard this show back in 2008, 2009 called The Principal's Office on True TV. What it focuses on is True TV cameras going to several different schools as kids go to the principal's office for like these reasons. It can be tobacco on campus, pranks, parties, negotiating, stuff like that. A little later on, I'm going to tell you the funniest moment ever. Right now, let's focus on these reasons. Let's look at 10 of these reasons. There's like a bunch on these. There's like a bunch of them on YouTube. Let's focus on spitball. Now, this video talks about a kid named Shorty who went to school and had who was spitting out the window because his sinuses were draining. So he had to spit out the window. He couldn't swallow it, so he had to spit out the window. And as we're tossing back and forth, what had happened was someone tossed it to him, and then he didn't look at it and started throwing it back. So the bus driver, this principal that looked like Dr. Phil went to the bus driver, and so what happened was this principal went to the bus driver. And tossed it back and forth. He was like, I don't know what it is. And he tells the principal it's like one of them empty dip cans. And this is like one of the funniest moments ever that I ever saw my first time watching the show. Even though it came back in 2009, it was recommended to me. And this segment right here. This is one of the funniest moments. Shorty, you better not be dipping off my school buses. That's like the funniest thing. The funniest thing. So what happened in the end was he got 3 days off the bus. That's a good sign. He can't possess any tobacco products, like this next kid. Which he's number 9 on the spot. multiple identities. From Boonville, Arizona. From Arizona. The principal stops one of the kids who had something about stop one of the kids because he had something behind in his back pocket. There's like one of those. It said dip. So the school policy, that school principal officer said the school policy was that a student could not possess any tobacco products at any given time. So we got the tobacco in the gas station. And you know what he did? He bought it with a fake ID. We'll get to the fake IDs later. We'll talk about the fake IDs later. So he decided to say, okay, I'm going to go buy some dip. I'm going to make a fake ID and then get caught in the principal's office. And you know what the fake ID said? His name was Ira Goldberg. That nearly laughed my bats off. But instead of getting arrested for this, he got 1.5 day of Saturday detention. So in the end, Ira Goldberg, aka Rio, as known as Ira Goldberg or Ira Goldberg Gonzalez, got suspended. Tell you that was funny. Now let's focus on the TP tosser. Now towards the end of the school year, I don't want to spoil this for everybody, but towards the end of the school year, for seniors, like they're excited to get out of school, go do this and that, but for pranks, they have to be approved by the principal and the staff, and the faculty and staff. So this kid named Dominic, who was a senior, was a TP tosser. And he was all like, there was plenty of kids with a black shirt on, and then the assistant principal was like, there are like many kids with black shirts on. And then this part here was like funny, like he's like, no one didn't do it. And then a few minutes towards the end of the video, he's like, okay, yeah, I did it. And then the principal's like, who's going to pick him on top here? And then he's like, janitor? And then this part right here, which is like really funny. You know, you put your headphones in, like right here. I'm going to do this right now. Like, this is my reaction right here. He's like, who's going to pick up the target? Janitor? I don't think so, wise guy. And then right here, you're going out there getting that toilet tissue up. You're going out there getting that toilet tissue up. Like, man, I was going to leave that for the janitor. You know that if you make a mess, you got to clean it up. That's what your parents told you. But no, you had to just do it. You got to wait for the janitor to do this. And I was like, funny. Now let's get to the heart of the matter. I just asked myself before starting this show, Bagel Boy. This is really important right here. I see students like when I was in school, I saw students like all the time going across the street, going to get something to eat because they had cars. Okay, there's nobody going to get something to eat like Domino's, taco stand. Nobody want them. If you got something to buff, you know it's across the street. For like where you are. So he wasn't in school. He liked it. This guy named Jordan decided to use his cell phone to call in a bagel order. 7 to 8 bagels. Like, he likes bagels. He eats bagels like 2-3 times a day. So bottom line is, for you kids, students are not allowed to order food. Nobody's allowed to order food. No student is not allowed to order food, period. Only the teacher is allowed to order the food. If you don't have pizza, then the teacher should order the food, not the student. It's not a country club. I mean, honestly, you're allowed to have your cell phone out, but the thing is, you're not allowed to order food. Have your parents bring the food, or bring a lunchbox from home. See, that's the thing. They hate the school lunch. Like, some of the kids like complain about the school lunches. Like, I like the school lunch. If I don't like it, I don't have to eat it. They spend their money on like McDonald's and stuff. They like have to go to the bathroom, and then I don't know. The rest is like history. Okay, so let's move on to Rumble in Richfield, number 7. This happened when 3 boys were clay fighting. Like clay fighting. It's not really a fight, it's just like interacting with a buddy. You know you're not supposed to fight in school. That can result in suspension. So basically, I'm not going to explain this video, but what happened was they got Saturday school. And he's like, no, I don't want Saturday school. Just give me a warning. So that's probably the end of the video. Alright, let's move on to soda. If you live in New Jersey, here's the thing. No school is allowed to have, no school in Oklahoma is allowed to have a vending machine. They only have one in the teacher's lounge hallway, in a locked faculty, which is the teacher's lounge. Teacher's lounge is a place for teachers, not students. And so this kid right here, this student right here decided to say, I'm going to go for like a Snapple or Yahoo or water. I'm going to go for soda. And so she sits there. There was a write-up saying that she was getting for her English teacher. And then towards the point in the video, she was like, I was getting for myself. I was selling for like a Yahoo. All that stuff. And she's like, my congressman, this is the law. No school is allowed to have soda machines because of obesity, not nutritious. Just because soda is like 200-something calories, that does not mean it's nutritious. Water, Snapple, or Yahoo is a nutritious soda. Period. No school is not allowed to have any soda machines. Period. So yeah, basically, the rule is you cannot have any soda. The state of New Jersey, no schools are allowed to have sodas, all except for one, in a locked faculty. The teacher's lounge is locked for a reason. No students are allowed to go in without permission. If you have permission from a teacher, then you're allowed to go in. that is them. This one focuses on tobacco. You're not supposed to smoke in school. Well, there was all like 3 videos that explains this stuff. And one of the guys that was in this video commented, like 2011, 2012, he got in trouble by principal once. Right during this video, he was like, "No, miss, I'm addicted to these cigarettes. No, miss. Okay, I'm saying more now. If you smoke in school, they will confiscate your cigarettes. Period. In my school, if you smoke, you're out of here. It means you're going straight to SD. Loves to text. Now, this focuses on 2 girls who love to text. The reason for that is because that school right there, New Milford High School, the side of policy says no cell phones allowed. And she was texting like about Mark Over shit. Her punishment was going to be like, one of the punishments was like having their parents come, and then this and that. And they were texting something about Maury Povich or something. So basically, in that school, no one's allowed to have their cell phone. Period. Next question for you. Have you ever seen like 3 people who decides, have you seen a person who decides to misbehave, and then another 2 more decides to get in the business? That's what happens. There's a crowd. 3 girls who got sent to the principal's office. I think one was started all of this, and then the other 2 decided not to keep their mouths shut. The bottom line is, don't stick your nose in other people's business. Rude. Coffee cutters. Seriously, why do people cut school? They don't want to, these are the reasons. They don't want to take a test, they don't want to take a quiz or test or a quiz, whatever. They don't want to do their assignment. They want to go get some coffee or get some food or something, and this and that. 2 girls decided to leave their class to go like get Dunkin' Donuts. And then one of them decided to say that she lost her homework. Like she did her homework and then she lost it. Why couldn't she just call her parents or someone that lived here, her neighbor, like, hey mom, can you go get my homework? It's in the living room. So one of the students decides and that rule at school was, if you, the 3rd time you leave the school, you lose your driver's privileges. The reason why for that is because they care about the safety. There's safety everywhere. Everywhere. No one's allowed to leave school without because of safety. Your parents want to know where you are. Parents are going to know where you are, and then they're not going to ask for that. So that's like basically it for all of So that's like basically it for like all the stuff. I'm not since I'm going through all of this, but we'll probably get 10 minutes in. So later on, I'm going to show you the funniest visit ever to the principal's office. But we got one more. We're going to look at one more. Sleeping Beauty. Now this one intends to. Then this one was all about when you have Saturday school. What do? Do you tell your parents? Do you not tell your parents? You don't sleep? Well, that's what happens. Sleeping Beauty. This was a tale about a girl who missed Saturday school for who wasn't present and accounted for. And she was going to prom, so the principal allowed her to go to prom. But Saturday morning, by 8:30, she went. She probably went to the detention. But did she go to detention? I don't know. We haven't got updates like this. Now this was the other part. Cell Mama. This was focusing on the two girls that were texting in class. So the parent comes in, and that's what happened. All in the argument situation saying, you can't disturb your class, this and that. And so, what's the moral of the story? Not to text in class. Unless it's an emergency. So yeah, basically, that's it for. But in the moment, right now in the moment, I'm gonna tell you one of the funniest clip ever in the principal's office. So you're right here. Now, one of my two favorite clips from that show was Multiple Identities and the TP Tosser. Y'all heard the reason for that. The reason for that is because the fake ID, Ira Goldberg Gonzalez, and then the other one was, you go out there and get that toilet, picking up that toilet tissue. And also, number 3 was the spitball. So which one is one of the funniest? Well, I have the results right here. So third place goes to Multiple Identities. Second place goes to Spitball. Fourth place will go to fourth place is going to go to Big Daddy Phlegm. So one of my favorites was like TP Tosser. Because of that, you go out there and picking up that toilet tissue. Seriously though, why would that be funny? Because it is. If you're doing senior pranks, no, change my mind. My favorite one is the spitball. You dip on the school buses, it may be funny at first, but when you go to like the principal's office, second favorite funny was like the multiple identities. Why? It's because of Ira Goldberg thinking fake ID. Let's talk about fake IDs for a second before we leave today. Okay, fake IDs is one of the things where you can make an index card, a box of cereal box, whatever. That's the reason. That's why you make your fake ID. Now, it may be fun to do that, but that can't happen. If you want to make it and you show your fake ID, you can't get it. You think you're gonna fool like who you are? Nope. They can't do that. Never. Never ever. because of these two topics, talking about bus driver, talking about buses, school buses, and the principal's office topic, we won't be able to tell you. We won't be able to tell you our next time about fake IDs. No. What we are. Hold on a second. Because of these two topics, we won't be able to bring you about the people who go on Judge Judy and speak over the judge. Well, we had that for you coming up on Wednesday, and on Thursday we were able to. We're not, and then we weren't able to talk about. We weren't able to talk about the reason why students don't like the school lunch. We had that for you coming up on Thursday, and then coming up on Friday. And coming up on Friday, we're also going to talk about. We're going to talk about like baseball fights and all that stuff. We have that for you coming up on Friday. But however, you'll see, this is what you'll see coming up tomorrow. Hockey fights. I don't know if we talked about it, but we're going to focus on that story again. Focus on that topic again because this is really a big issue. And all of that, we're also going to focus on the catchers who get hit in the groin, like baseball fights, or baseball brawls, all that stuff, football fights. We're going to, actually, you know what, this week, Tuesday through Friday, we're going to focus on sports fights. All that for you is coming up tomorrow through Friday. So expect to see that, expect to see all those things throughout the next coming days. Until next time, America.